so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
Hey, it's Chad with the Nutrition Authority inviting you to stop in and check out the all-new complete post-workout recovery, CPR. CPR is ideal for anyone who works out or competes and wants to maximize results. CPR can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today and try a free sample or visit us at mynutritionauthority.com.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to GELandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
It's week 8 of the high school football season, and we have a good one for you guys tonight on 93.7 The Ticket. Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. Join me and Jay Foreman tonight from Millard South High School as we bring you number 1 Omaha West Side versus number 2 Millard South. Both teams are currently 7-0 in 2023, and while West Side leans on experience, Millard South hopes their talented sophomore class can knock off the defending champs. Kickoff is slated for 7 p.m. with pregame coverage starting at 6:40 p.m. Don't miss number 1 West Side versus number 2 Millard South tonight on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hockey is back, and we need your support at the Icebox. The defending Clark Cup champions are coming to the capital city as the Stars host the Youngstown Phantoms this Friday and Saturday at the Icebox. Don't miss College Night on Friday and your opportunity to catch this cross-conference clash. Lock in your tickets to the action now at LincolnStars.com.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through October 17th are pre-packaged brisket for just $4.99 per pound. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, stop by the grand opening of the 30th and Yankee Hill location on October 14th and 15th and spend $100 in-store and receive a free cooler of Certified Piedmontese beef. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Get all of your favorite restaurants delivered with VenueDelivered.com. One place for ordering delicious appetizers, refreshing salads, hot entrees, fresh sandwiches, and more. From Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, and all Lincoln Good Sense Subs locations. Download our phone app to earn rewards on all of your carryout and delivery orders. Available on Apple and Android, just search for the Pillar Restaurants app. That's the Pillar Restaurants app. Download today.
Brown Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel this fall. Check out their large variety of tennis shoes and dress shoes in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, On, and many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Aetrex. Stop by Brown Shoe Fit today, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln, or check out their options online at brownshoefitco.com.
The dangers of secondhand smoke are well known. But what about secondhand aerosol, which is created when using e-cigarettes? Science already shows a secondhand aerosol can contain nicotine, heavy metals, and cancer-causing agents. Eliminating exposure to secondhand aerosol is an important step to keeping everyone safe. Breathe easier knowing the facts.
For help quitting, call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome to it. Happy Friday. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us on a Friday. It's we're in the picture window, 11th and 0, and we see the rain, we see the wind, we see gray. But there's lots to get excited about. Box with me. Jay Foreman will join shortly, and what we'll probably do is go short here, Bach, and then go long when we get Jay on the phone.
Okay.
Probably a simpler way to do this. 402-464-5685 to start a Hammond text line. You want to be a part of what we're doing. Full disclosure, so my voice has been out for the last 2 days, and I get it for a few minutes, and then it bails. And as long as the doctor said he, sounds like a vocal strain, it's not, anything else. I was like, okay. But on a Friday when Jay Foreman's going to have to go out in cold weather, rainy weather, and call his second football game in 48 hours, I probably should be able to handle a few segments of sports talk radio. So, Bach, we will save the Mercado read for Jay Foreman. He does it so well, so we'll do that when he calls in. But I do want to respond to a thing, and the story was released on ESPN. That former Huskers offensive coordinator Matt Lubick has been diagnosed with leukemia. And this is on ESPN. So he checked into a hospital in Denver early this week, and the staff specialists began testing to determine what was going on. That's what he was there. Matt is a bit of a health nut, healthy eater, runner, biker, cyclist, eats a strong diet. But this is the thing. And the son of Sonny Lubick, the legendary Sonny Lubick, who is still more fire than water, even at this phase in his life. But Matt was my neighbor here in Lincoln, and some great conversations. So I just want to take a second. I say, Matt, buddy, listen, for all things, Husker Nation is rooting for you. It's you don't wish that on anybody, and we can all say uniformly that cancer sucks. And it's absolutely true. So, Matt, we're hoping you're well, our friend. Go do your thing. Lots going on. What we want to do, Bach, sometime in the 5 o'clock hour, is to give away tickets to see the Lincoln Stars.
Absolutely.
We have 2 sets of 4 for the weekend, and then some vouchers. What I would say to you is that if you want the tickets and you'll actually use the ticket, and here are the rules, you'll have until 6 o'clock today to come by 11th and 0 and pick up the vouchers and tickets. So if you don't want them, don't ask for them if you can't come get them. But if you're able to and you want to take the family out, it's college night, $2 beer, $2 food specials, and they're playing the defending champions. So 2 exceptional nights of hockey, and then if you're not in the mood for hockey, you can go down to Devaney and watch the Lady Huskers. So another big one there. They've got Michigan State. They've got a back-to-backer there. And then tomorrow, you got a pancake breakfast. Kiwanis are throwing on an event. I went last year. Great event. Great brotherhood, great community. If that's a thing, we have some vouchers to give away for that as well. And if you want those, again, the rules apply that if you can get to the station by 6 o'clock today, we can give you those vouchers. Simple deal. Bach, to your mind, what's the lead story on a rainy Friday in Lincoln, Nebraska?
Well, it's the bye week, obviously, so there's no Nebraska football. I'm looking forward. I can't help it. I know the Big Ten West is dying. I love the Big Ten West. Wisconsin and Iowa is my lead story. And I know that's what the rest of the nation might be overlooking it. I heard the guys on early break talking about maybe why you should try your best to cheer for Iowa to get that victory, to give Nebraska some sort of chance in the Big Ten West is obviously to hope that there's complete fracas and everybody's having a tough year. Nebraska can get there with 2 losses. I don't know if that's necessarily my thought there. I think Nebraska, one game at a time before I would think that they're really in Big Ten West contention. But, for the final year of the Big Ten West, I think it makes sense. Those are the two teams that were on the top, mostly fighting for this division. Northwestern would pop in there every couple of years. Obviously, that didn't happen this year, or it doesn't look like it's going to happen now. But I can't help but be fascinated by Iowa football. They have one of the worst offenses yet again, and yet they are 5-1, and it's the best team in returning punts in the Big Ten. The defense. I mean, it's the same story every year. And you would think at some point, well, what if their defense falls? You lose 2 first-round draft picks. What if the special teams, and it's just year after year, but it's game after game. Like, they have a recipe, they stick to it, and part of that recipe, unfortunately for them, is bad offense.
Yeah, I land with this. Doing Lockdown today kind of resonated with me in that at 3-3, Nebraska and Northwestern have a chance next week to put themselves officially in the contender category, because both of those teams, I mean, thinking about Nebraska, if you get to 4-3 and you still have Iowa and Wisconsin on your schedule, you've got a chance to do something. And it's not like the schedule is so ridiculously brutal that you can't find a way through. But 2 of the teams that are in play are in your schedule. And it's a big one of these teams will be 4-3 next Sunday morning. And it doesn't matter. Like, Wisconsin and Iowa will help identify who they are. But for the Big Ten West to have any value at all, is it good for either Nebraska or Northwestern to be in contention in the Big Ten West?
No, not necessarily. I think what you want to go out strong, at least have some sort of game, and you gotta have to ask yourself. I mean, we all watch Nebraska, Michigan. Second time is usually some scouted. Maybe you can do a little better. But do we want to? Is that what we want on national TV once again? A bit, with everybody going into the game saying it's going to happen, and then just be honest with ourselves. Nebraska's not ready for that. They're not at that level. They need to build toward that. And so, I mean, I'm never one to say you don't want an opportunity at a Big Ten championship. Sure. Like, if it's up to Nebraska fans, take it and see if somehow you can get something done. But as far as like the last year, the Big Ten West, who is over, hasn't won a Big Ten championship game, doesn't have a team currently ranked. I think it would be better for one of those teams to, and especially maybe Luke Fickell. I think Iowa, if they're the best team in the West, we kind of know that story. I mean, it's not, there's not a whole lot different about this Iowa team than other Iowa teams that have tried their shot at the Big Ten championship. But maybe a Luke Fickell-led Wisconsin team could at least make a game of it in Indy.
Well, I mean, you've got players. Wisconsin has players.
They do, yeah.
Like, we could look at and go, okay, listen, if you're in a running game contest and you got those 2 backs from Wisconsin, that makes good TV. Like, give me that. Wisconsin trying to hold it to a Michigan run game fest. I'm all in, but there's still that evil kid in me that smirks at the idea that after this week, Nebraska or Northwestern will once again have an opportunity to be a legitimate contender in the Big Ten West, whether the folks like it or not. But it's the last year. Let's not just go crazy. Let's make it nuts. I'm okay. And here's the other thing about it, that Northwestern has found a way for 2 of the last 5 years to win the Big Ten West. There is no mystique in the Big Ten West. Northwestern's won it 2 of the last 5 years. And that includes all of the other schools who can't get into the conversation. And Northwestern twice figured out the Rubik's Cube that is the Big Ten West.
Yeah.
Like, there's a way for bad teams, less talented teams, teams with issue, like, oh, Iowa can't score the ball, but they can still win the Big Ten West. Wisconsin doesn't have to be consistent, but they can still win the Big Ten West. It's not a work of art, man. It's talking about the Big Ten West.
Yeah.
It's just fascinating to me that we get caught up in well, it's just so difficult. You need time. You need time to beat Northwestern, bro.
Probably not this year's team, I wouldn't think. Yeah.
Well, but here's the thing. They're 3-3 as well.
Yeah.
Like they beat a decent team.
They beat a team Nebraska didn't beat. Yeah.
And oh, by the way, the last time, even when they sucked, they beat Nebraska. So we can devalue or we can elevate. I find it interesting that, again, if we said 8 weeks ago that Nebraska and or Northwestern would be in contention for the Big Ten West, both of those cities and college towns would have parades up and down the main street. Right?
Yeah.
Can you start to fathom, imagine Lincoln, Nebraska, if the Huskers are 4-3 next Sunday morning with another winnable game on the schedule the following week? Can you really start to imagine what this town's going to be like?
Well, it's interesting because I think the energy should be there and might be there, but I feel like there was a lack of energy after the Illinois game, and I think it's because of the way that game ended, obviously, where Nebraska seemingly was trying to give Illinois chance after chance to win that game. Until I see Nebraska kind of get over that and, beat a team that, I mean, Illinois is what they are, but beat a team that's Big Ten. I mean, there are a contemporary right now. Beat that team soundly and rise up and play. I mean, you're not expecting maybe a full 4-quarter game. It'd be great, but get out of its own way to get a victory. That's kind of the same thing that happened against Iowa last year. They had 3 chances at a game-winning interception and just couldn't get it. And so it's the last 2 victories, even that Nebraska did get in the Big Ten, it's like pulling teeth to get it.
Well, but it's also every example of why it should have happened by now. It should have happened by now.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about the Big Ten. We're not asking you to beat Ohio State and Michigan. We're just not. We're not saying that. We're saying be better than whenever Wisconsin takes a step down, get them. Whenever Iowa takes a step down, get them. Don't lose to Northwestern. Don't lose to Illinois. Don't lose to Minnesota.
Yeah.
It's all basic level stuff. And there is a method to the madness. I just think there's an opportunity for Nebraska to finally take a step. And being a game over 500 heading into week 8 changes many conversations. It also makes it extremely entertaining. It makes it extremely entertaining. So let's throw the break. I would imagine that Jay Foreman is going to call soon. We'll go along in the next segment with the Husker Hall of Famer.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through October 17th are prepackaged brisket for just $4.99 per pound. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, stop by the grand opening of the 30th and Yankee Hill location on October 14th and 15th and spend $100 in-store and receive a free cooler of Certified Piedmontese beef. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town. It's a bye weekend for Nebraska football, so roll out the barrel at Beer House this Saturday for Oktoberfest. Doors open at 11 a.m. with a ceremonial keg tapping at noon. Oktoberfest is a family-friendly celebration with live music, games, German foods, and German beers. There's a Stein holding contest at 2 and 6 p.m., other games throughout the day, and all the German sausages and pretzels you can fit in your lederhosen. Tickets are $5 in advance or $10 at the door. Purchase yours ahead of time at LincolnOktoberfest.com. This Saturday at Beer House in the Haymarket.
Prashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
My dream was to work in commercial banking. but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Whether you're looking for a place to stay for a concert at PBA, a Nebraska home game, or just a night on the town, the Courtyard Lincoln Downtown Haymarket is the place for you. Enjoy an evening at one of many restaurants or bars within a short walking distance. Business travelers at the hotel will enjoy free high-speed internet access, a 24-hour business center, and large in-room workstations. And check out the Bistro, where you'll enjoy healthier food and beverage options, as well as high-tech conveniences. Book your room today at the Courtyard Lincoln Downtown Haymarket.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Looking for a convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. It's the final day to join for just $1 down, $10 a month. We've got over 2,400 locations with most open 24 hours. Join now to enjoy free fitness training and equipment for every workout. Whether you're new to a gym or a fitness pro, the Judgment Free Zone is the place for you. Join Planet Fitness today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. Cancel anytime. Hurry, deal ends today. See Home Club for details.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know the new Honda sales are going really good right now at Honda of Lincoln, and with that, a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in. Can you tell our listeners about your pre-owned selection?
I'm happy to, Charlie. Like you said, with new Honda sales going very good, we have a lot of fresh trade-ins coming in daily, and not just Hondas. We have just about every maker model you can imagine, with over 100 pre-owned and certified pre-owned to choose from, and prices starting at just $5,900.
Wow, what about financing?
We have financing as low as 3.29% APR on certified Accords and CRV.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered. Whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Tanner's Bar and Grill, Vinny Kreekak, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back, DP. Bach on a Friday. A rainy, wet, gray, windy Friday. I want to thank the folks from the Mercado. All the meat, all the cuts. Casa Bovina, if you need a fine dining experience, second to none, please go find it. You got the prepared meals that you can find at the deli. Get your meat cut fresh. All of that, Mercado, certified Piedmontese beef. A couple of things. Again, we've got. Let me see here. Let me go to the text line. Make sure I get it right. We did have one person that asked for tickets to see the Stars. You're going to take your son to his first game. Outstanding. So those tickets will be available for you. Bryce, yes, I'm watching the Stars tonight. Well, maybe. Depends on how the voice and the throat stands out. I don't want to be in a yeller's position when the vocal cords have been strained.
How was the puck drop last week?
Puck drop was fantastic. We'll have to get you on the list for it as well. It's pretty cool. It's a great event. It's a very cool vibe. I'm a big fan. I'm a hockey fan, so I'm a Caps fan. So, and I've watched some bad hockey and some really good hockey. So being a part of it, and Lori Crocker and Rocky Russo, Sal, Josh Norman, they're all good folks.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd was exceptional, over 2,000 folks at the first game. Equally good crowd second night for Amon to do the puck drop. For mine, again, I don't have the celebrity that Amon Green does. So, but mine was the first one. So it's their first game. Well, they forgot the little carpet that's supposed to run from the standing area to the ice where I'm supposed to walk out and drop the puck. And so part of me was like, okay, let me get this size 14 down, right? I'll be okay, except for, and you realize, no meniscus, not a good idea.
Yeah.
Probably not to do that. So finally I just waved the young man over to me to the edge and dropped the puck.
Good thinking.
I 100% would have been heels over head.
Yeah, not worth it.
It would have been on internet, 100%. A local radio guy breaks his back, slipping on the ice in a puck drop. You couldn't handle the puck drop, bro.
Yeah.
Amon aced it, of course. And then they have a thing, Kawasaki. They have a Kawasaki side-by-side that you get in, and Sal drives it, and he does spins. He does 360s on the ice. And as soon as that guy asked me if I wanted to do it, I'm like, sure. Yeah, sure. I got a little rebel in me. Let's do this. And I get right before I get in, one of the guy goes, yeah, during the test, he ran into the wall. So I was like, oh crap. This is not going to come on, man. These are things that I'm not supposed to know right before I get in this thing, right? And then you get in the passenger side, and it's got it's got a handlebar for you to hold on to with both hands.
Yeah.
And Sal goes, yeah, wave to the crowd. I'm like, quick math. One hand on, one hand off. Probably not a good idea as you 360 on ice.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the guy that goes catapulting out of this thing, right? And of course, Bach, night one, he's doing 12 360s. It's just spinning and spinning and spinning. Night number two with Amon, it is the most cordial and casual 360s. He did 4. And I'm like, wait a minute, where was that last night, bro? Last night, it was the Tasmanian Devil driving this thing, and tonight you're just as cordial as la-da-da. But a great time. Amazed at how many Packer fans were there for Amon. It was really cool to watch.
Yeah.
He did a ton. And listen, shout out to our guys. Whenever we send ticket Huskers out into events, they crush it. They absolutely crush it. And I'm not sure we pay enough attention to how much credit we should give them, because, there's a lot of people who wanted pictures and autographs.
Oh, yeah.
Big Red Brunch, another exceptional event. And let's be clear. I want to be transparent in how proud I am about the ticket staff and being able to pull off the Big Red Brunches, because that's a TV broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
For all intent and purposes. That's a big broadcast. So as we evolve, again, the event at Cedars, and we're finding out the things that we can do, we're adding new things, we're doing different things. But one week it's Irving Fryer, Mike Rozier, Ricky Simmons. The next week, you got Guy the Fly, you got Jeff Kenny and Johnny Rogers, and they're breaking it down. Guy Ingles is hilarious, first of all. But they're breaking it down. And because he had missed a previous event, Amon showed up. And so they announced before we started the show, hey, listen, Amon's going to take pictures, sign autographs. He'll stand off to the side and do that. And that line formed in no time flat, bro. And it was deep and it was long. And he handled it like the ultimate professional, the ultimate pro, the ultimate good guy. The same for Johnny Rogers, the same for Jeff Kenny. Jeff Kenny was incredible. Some great storytelling along the way. It's always a great room, and it's a great chance to meet folks. As a matter of fact, you need to come up to the next one. The next one, Jay has confirmed it'll be Jay Foreman. We're going to celebrate the 95 championship team.
That's a pretty good team.
Jason Peter will be at the event. We're trying to get Grant Wisterman, Cluster Johnson. Like, we've got some folks, and it's going to be like Amon's going to do the November 12th one, which will be the last one at Tiburon. We're working on, and for all you business folks, pay attention. We're working on bringing it to Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
And we're planning on maybe doing like a volleyball Big Red Brunch, maybe a basketball men's and women's Big Red Brunch, softball and baseball Big Red Brunch, but do it here in Lincoln. And the fact that we pulled this up, I mean, Mark Onweiler has been incredible because they're having to figure out how to work cameras, how to swap the audio from back and forth, to do the full presentations. Vershawn has been incredible. Farley and Vershawn, of course, doing the show from up there always makes it more, a little bit more difficult, but they managed to handle it. Rico going up and being hands-on and handling things. Jake, of course, working the room and being accountable. But it's really cool to watch the ticket pull off something like that. And look, the Omaha World Herald's been exceptional. They've been fantastic with us. We will do the event again next year. So that's a good thing. And then we'll keep building these events into each one with a theme. Like next year, I already know we're going to do a quarterbacks one. We'll do a Heisman one. We'll do a receiver room. We'll do a pipeline. Like we know where this is headed. But it's been a busy week, and it's always good to watch Vershawn, Farley, Amon, Jay, Strick, AD, whenever we go out, to see them handle the autograph and the picture thing with the ultimate class. Like they if you come to the events, they're not charging people to sign stuff. And these are collector's items that they're signing. We had people that were bringing game programs from the 70s. We had people that were bringing footballs from the 70s. It was really cool. There's some really cool stuff in there. So again, the next one is October 26th. And I know that it'll be Jay, Cluster, Jay, Amon, Cluster, Jason Peter, and we're waiting for Grant Wistrom to tell us. There'll be others there. Like I'm trying to get Abdul Muhammad to show up as well. Get some other Huskers to show up. Ricky Simmons is always there. We'll have Strick and more ticket talent. But Bach, it's just really cool. And you and I, like, you get it because you've been here and watched the kind of the evolution of what this thing has become and is becoming. If we had said 3 years ago that we're hosting any of this, you and I would have had quite the laugh.
Yeah.
Is that fair? Is that a fair thing to say?
Yeah. This, I just, it's so happening. I said this the other day. It's just so cool to come into work every day here. Be kind of in Husker Nation, with the game day atmosphere, especially, but, even on weekdays, people walking by, waving, just happy to see some of their favorite athletes. You mentioned like Amon Green, Eric Strickland, guys like that. Can't get much cooler than that if you're a Husker fan. So, I mean, this is just, I told you this before off air. I've as a Husker fan, I've always wanted something like this in Lincoln because I think Lincoln could handle it, and it would just enhance what they got going on at the university. Now they could win a little bit more to help us out there too, but to be a part of it and to watch it grow and be along for the ride has just been, a dream come true. It's just very, very cool to see, and I know you don't tell me everything. From what you do tell me, I'm excited. And from even what you don't tell me is I know there's always something working up for the next step. So I just can't wait to see where this thing goes.
Yeah, there's some really cool stuff. There's some really cool stuff. Everything is a process. I mean, Mark identified it. He goes, yeah, you tell people you're playing checkers, but you're actually playing chess and you're looking down the road. And what I want is a roster that's deep enough that none of us have to carry the ball all the time. You want people that you want enough support to do the things. I kept it real simple. Like, I want people that want to come to work. Like, and this isn't really work. Like, there are people who are listening who have a job.
Yeah.
And they have responsibility. And our responsibility is entertaining and being truth tellers and the like, and doing our research and taking care of our families. But there are people who work like crazy. I work a lot because I love it. So it's not really work. There are people that are building things and tearing down things and recreating things. And we get to do this, man. We get to think about it. This has always been the joke for me, that, on a tough day for me at work, I've got to watch 12 games.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah.
I have to multitask watching, March Madness, or I've got to go talk to John Cook. Dang.
Yeah.
We jokingly complain about covering the Huskers basketball program when it didn't have much success. But would we have rather been doing anything else?
No.
Right? Like, it just this is the real. We get frustrated with texters, but we love the engagement. Like, we love hearing from them. And hopefully that's what we give back, that they become friends and family. We become familiar. People get, to talk about the things that they love, and you get exposure and access. And listen, access to these Huskers, I can say this and we'll go to break, that I spent an hour today talking to Nuri. And Nuri is a part of the growth of the station, because he and Brant Banks came on and did, Big Red Pancakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it helped us form this thing. And even when changes came, we still said, look, Banks is down at Rice, having the time of his life. Now engaged to Maddie Kubik. She's in Brazil playing pro volleyball. Is it Brazil? Italy? One of the she's somewhere.
Overseas,
yeah. But to get to know the kids, the lineup that we currently have, and having Sam Hoiberg, Sarah Weber, and if you're not paying attention to the women's soccer team, you probably should, because that's an NCAA team. The leading scorer in the entire country is a Husker. It's a Husker. If you're missing it, getting prepared for basketball season, getting prepared for gymnastics season. Savannah Warren is exceptional. Sam Phillips. Meet these, spend time getting to know these student athletes. Because I'll tell you this, I've been all over the country. Nebraska has some of the best young people playing sports for them that you could put together. I mean that wholeheartedly. Y'all should listen. Don't let the wins and losses be everything. These are some exceptional young people who are giving great representation at the University of Nebraska and Lincoln. So we'll throw it to break, close out the first hour of Old School when we come back.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Yet another Nebraska winter is looming, and you know you're going to need tires on your vehicle. Don't fret. They are all on sale now during the October Spectacular event at Graham Tire Company. Buy 3 Kumho tires and get the 4th tire free with the purchase of an install package. Save big on Goodyear, Hankook, Nokian, and more. Big rebates on select Goodyear tires that will double when you use your Goodyear credit card. It's their biggest sale of the year, and it's happening now. GrahamTireLincoln.com, getting you to the places that matter most.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and man, the October incentives get better. You won't want to miss this. Happening right now at Koppel. You have 0% financing or $6,500 off MSRP financing on select new half-ton crew cab pickups. Yes, you heard right. Happening right now until the end of the month. 0% financing or $6,500 off sticker price. Those incentives are the best we've seen this entire year. Hurry on in while supplies last. Just take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street or check us out online at couplecars.com. You'll be glad you did. All offers include trade-in bonus and with roof credit.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Call your local State Farm agent Vinny Krekak at 402-474-1173.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
It's a bye weekend for Nebraska football, so roll out the barrel at Beer House this Saturday for Oktoberfest. Doors open at 11 a.m. with a ceremonial keg tapping at noon. Oktoberfest is a family-friendly celebration with live music, games, German foods, and German beers. There's a Stein holding contest at 2 and 6 p.m., other games throughout the day, and all the German sausages and pretzels you can fit in your lederhosen. Tickets are $5 in advance or $10 at the door. Purchase yours ahead of time at LincolnOktoberfest.com. This Saturday at Beer House in the Haymarket.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
It's week 8 of the high school football season, and we have a good one for you guys tonight on 93.7 The Ticket. Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. Join me and Jay Foreman tonight from Millard South High School as we bring you number 1 Omaha West Side versus number 2 Millard South. Both teams are currently 7-0 in 2023, and while West Side leans on experience, Millard South hopes their talented sophomore class can knock off the defending champs. Kickoff is slated for 7 p.m. with pregame coverage starting at 6:40 p.m. Don't miss number 1 West Side versus number 2 Millard South tonight on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to GELandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Sunday morning. It's quiet, not in a weird, too quiet way. Calm, peaceful, tranquil. You pour yourself that cup of coffee. You slice yourself a hearty chunk of one of Beatrice Bakery's breakfast breads. Now, maybe you're an apple streusel guy. Nothing wrong with that. I can respect that. Personally, I'm a turtle nut man. Something about those pecans. But the real ones know, don't sleep on that date nut bread. Sweet, but not too sweet. Nutty, not overly. The perfect morning treat. Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
It's week 8 of the high school football season, and we have a good one for you guys tonight on 93.7 The Ticket. Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. Join me and Jay Foreman tonight from Millard South High School as we bring you number 1 Omaha West Side versus number 2 Millard South. Both teams are currently 7-0 in 2023, and while West Side leans on experience, Millard South hopes their talented sophomore class can knock off the defending champs. Kickoff is slated for 7 p.m. with pregame coverage starting at 6:40 p.m. Don't miss number 1 West Side versus number 2 Millard South tonight on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
Back to Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
402-464-5685. Sorry, Happy Text Line. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. It's me, it's Jake Bachhoven. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. Bach, what are we going to do from 6 to 6:40? What are you going to do? Run something else? What are you going to do?
I'm not sure. We'll cook something up.
We're good at just hanging. There's lots in play here. Couple of things on the text line I want to get to, but first I want to remind the folks we've got vouchers for you for the Lincoln Kiwanis Club, the Lincoln Center Kiwanis Club 64th Annual Pancake Festival. It's tomorrow. 2 sausages, OJ, milk, unlimited buttermilk pancakes. Unlimited buttermilk pancake. Like what's the limit, Bach? What's if they really need to know how many pancakes to make for Bach?
Well, personally, I just don't eat breakfast all that often. So when I do, it's not very much.
Yeah.
And I just can't eat very much.
Yeah.
But if you could catch me at like lunchtime, then I could probably put down, 5, 6 of them.
This goes till 2. So from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. tomorrow at the Old Rec Center, 3140 Sumner. We've got passes. Normally it's an $8 ticket if you want to do that. You can come by and pick up the passes here at the ticket. You can do so until 6 o'clock if you want to do that. You want to take the family, go and do it. You can do that. We recommend it. And then we're also giving out passes, vouchers to the Lincoln Stars. Tonight they take on Youngstown. Puck drop. Doors open at 5 o'clock. Puck drop at 6:05. That's tomorrow. And then today is at 7 o'clock. So we've got tickets for both nights. If you want to go, greatly appreciate it. Pancakes at dawn. Pancakes at dawn. 7 o'clock. I went last year. Very well done, as a matter of fact. Last year, great crowd, great turnout. The food was exceptional. So if you're looking for that thing, we have passes. We can do that. And then, of course, the Stars. 7 o'clock tonight, 6 o'clock tomorrow. There's no Huskers game, no Huskers football to compete with. Yes, there's a event at the Vandy Center tonight and tomorrow. If you want to, you got Husker volleyball. There was Husker baseball this week. The red and white series went down. Good news from that. Watching that, there have been some signings, some commitments within the Husker athletic program, and two of note, one in basketball and one in football that kind of got my attention and got me leaning in a little bit. So, lots there. A couple of things. Nebraska Ball fan asked this on the text line. The possibility, is there still a possibility of a Nebraska basketball brunch or dinner? Yes, we're we're working on it right now. I would imagine November, the last football brunch will be November 12th. So I would imagine probably when folks come back before they go home for Christmas, December, when the actual regular season starts. We'll have to look at the Husker schedule, basketball schedule, and get into that. But yes, that is a thing that we are working on 100%. We'll throw it a break. That's it for hour one. Hour two coming up. Jay Foreman will join us on Old School 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Looking for a convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. It's the final day to join for just $1 down, $10 a month. We've got over 2,400 locations with most open 24 hours. Join now to enjoy free fitness training and equipment for every workout. Whether you're new to a gym or a fitness pro, the Judgment Free Zone is the place for you. Join Planet Fitness today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. Cancel anytime. Hurry, deal ends today. See Home Club for details.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through October 17th are prepackaged brisket for just $4.99 per pound. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, stop by the grand opening of the 30th and Yankee Hill location on October 14th and 15th and spend $100 in-store and receive a free cooler of certified Piedmontese beef. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread? I can't stop eating it. Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beers, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Gray Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street. It's week 8 of the high school football season, and we have a good one for you guys tonight on 93.7 The Ticket. Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. Join me and Jay Foreman tonight from Millard South High School as we bring you number 1 Omaha West Side versus number 2 Millard South. Both teams are currently 7-0 in 2023, and while West Side leans on experience, Millard South hopes their talented sophomore class can knock off the defending champs. Kickoff is slated for 7 p.m. with pregame coverage starting at 6:40 p.m. Don't miss number 1 West Side versus number 2 Millard South tonight on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. This week, they're having a one-day sale on Friday, October 13th. For Friday only, enjoy USDA Choice Boneless Rump Roast for just $3.99 per pound. Limit 10 pounds. All natural St. Louis-style spare ribs for $1.99 per pound, plus more in-store specials. That's all this Friday for the one-day sale at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
5 o'clock hour on a Friday. You made it. Well done. Well done. Again, some of you are in your cars. You're headed down to Devaney. Some of you are headed over to the Icebox. Some of you are headed home. Some of you are headed to watch some Friday Night Lights and some football. We'll have a pretty nice one here on the ticket. Nick and Jay will bring it to you at 7 o'clock. Pretty good one. Millard South. When you get 1 and 2, it doesn't matter what level it is. It matters. It matters. 402-464-5685. Starter Heyman text line. Want to be a part of what we're doing. Again, thank the folks from Aloe Fiber, Channel 951 for helping us get the word out, get the content out. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. You can see what's going on in studio. Hang out with Jake Bachhoven and myself. We're efforting Jay Foreman, but he may be in traffic trying to get himself ready for a high school football game. His second football game in 24 hours. So he and Nick doing the yeoman's work and in not the best condition. I think the weather is kind of what's playing with my throat. But that's a thing. We want to thank the folks from the Mercado Certified Piedmontese Beef. All the cuts, all the choices, all the service. You can go to the deli. You can go upstairs to Casa Bavina and get the fine dining experience. Have them prepare your meals, cut for you. You need some wine to go with you, that particular cut. They can recommend it for you. They got it on. Need a pasta side dish to go with it. They've got it prepared for you. Really the best sausage links in town. I can vouch for that. So there's lots going on. The Mercado Certified Piedmontese Beef. Again, vouchers here. Lincoln Center, Kiwanis Club, 64th Annual Pancake Festival tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Old Rec Center, 3140 Sumner. Of course, it's tomorrow. Sausages, OJ, milk, unlimited buttermilk pancakes. You can find out more at KiwanisLincoln.org, KiwanisLincoln.org. And if you want to take the family or you just want to go on a college night, $2 beer, $2 food at the Icebox. Stars versus Youngstown. We've got vouchers for that as well. We got tickets for that as well today or tomorrow if you want to do what we're doing. Bach, we're at that phase where Nebraska has knowing that you're 3-3. So let's go back 2 months ago. If we said, "Hey, Bach, Huskers are 3-3 going into Northwestern," what's your reaction to that?
I would say that's on par with what I think is the goal for this season. I know you never want to shoot for a 500 football team, but that's what I think this team is if they can, win some of these dogfights, they can get to a bowl game this year. Obviously, we didn't think Colorado was as good as they ended up being, so a lot of people probably would have liked to be 4-2 at this point. There's a lot of talk, or I would say a lot of talk. There was a few people that were thinking you'd be 4-0 going into Michigan. That didn't happen.
Eek.
Yikes. But overall, I think it's interesting because from the beginning of the season, you didn't really know what to expect, and the defense, it didn't look good against Michigan, but it's smothering opponents that can't, that don't have much of firepower on offense. And I know that maybe, so some people say, well, that's not a whole lot unless you do it against the big guys, but it's part of the growth. And so to me, like, it's not like they're just doing pretty good against teams with moderate offenses. They're holding them to under 80 yards running on the ground. And, you know, that Michigan 250 really piles it up. They're holding some teams, like we saw last week, to 20 yards on the ground.
Without the 250 from Michigan, the Huskers have held in the other 5 games 76 yards.
Yeah.
76 yards rushing from the other 5 opponents.
That's impressive. That's really impressive. The flip side of that is, of course, Nebraska's had a lot of injuries on offense. But I mentioned this the other day. So they didn't get shut out in any half against Illinois, but they did score 3 points in the second half. So basically, if you look at the first halves of the first 3 games against Power 5 opponents, and then that half against Illinois, the second half, so half of these halves that they're playing against Power 5 opponents, they have a combined 3 points in those halves. So, you know, there's a lot of work to be done on offense, and to defend Marcus Satterfield to a degree is there's not a whole lot of firepower there. And so maybe there's not a whole lot of answers there, but you're an offensive guy. So I want to ask you, they're averaging 19 points per game. What do you think they should be averaging?
Okay. So at the beginning of every season, offensive coordinators go to the group coaches. And as you're starting to make decisions, you peek over the fence to the defense to see what it is that you have working against. As Jay likes to talk about, when he was with Houston, they looked at David Carr and knew, oh my goodness, we need to pitch shutout because this dude ain't scoring. They're not going to score many points. Teams understand that. The Ravens won a Super Bowl when they recognized that the defense was how they were going to do this. Just play conservative and don't mess things up, and you'll be in a pretty good spot. Offensively, if you told me who was going to play quarterback, and we didn't know who was playing quarterback, if you told me who was going to play quarterback, I would have said, okay, how are you going to score points? Looking at the receivers, how are you going to score points? Are you telling me that Marcus Washington is going to be your go deep guy? I get that Billy Kemp's your possession guy. You move the chain guy, your playmaker guy, but how are you going to get in the end zone? And if you have to do it from inside the closet, because that's where Billy Kemp works, you better have some help. And if Thomas Fidone, who hadn't given you substantial anything at the beginning of the season, is going to lead the team in touchdown receptions after 6 games, oh my goodness, we're on to something. Except we didn't know that running back 1A and 1C were going to be gone. We didn't know that left tackle prospect of the recent decade is out once again. No Prohaska. So we don't know. We didn't have answers. And then, oh, by the way, you're gonna lose a quarterback to injury. You're gonna have a competition. A guy's gonna win the job, then lose the job, and then get injured. So now 1.5 of your 3 quarterbacks in the room are injured. Quarterback 2 takes over the job and gets injured as well, limiting what he can do, but still the only guy you can go to. If you're a coordinator, oh my goodness.
It's a lot to be thrown at you.
Right. Like it's a thing. Now, ultimately, you got a deal. Next man up. Those are their words, not ours. Mm-hmm. You got to figure out a way. And if your system works and your scheme works, you know what plays are in your playbook. 1, that move the chains. 2, which stretch the field. 3, which put points on the board. Like, that's it. Like, you can't get the job as coordinator if you can't answer those three questions. So I'd like to know what the answer was. How many points he thought before he knew who the quarterback was going to be. How many points does your offense generate? And there's a difference between how many points can this team generate versus how many points does the system generate? Because Colorado shows you the system can, in fact, score points for you. You don't have to be super talented. That offensive line couldn't block me and you, Bach. But they do enough tip-tap push to allow great skill players to get in a system that can give them points a game. Before the season, Satterfield, I would imagine, I won't speak for the guy, but I would imagine that I'm not going to take a coordinator job if I don't think I can score 24 points a game.
In year one, you don't want to.
That's 4 scoring possessions a game. Now, this is how simple it is, right? But shows the complexity. There is not a quarterback coach or coordinator worth his plug nickel if you can't tell me how you're going to score 4 times in 9 possessions or in 100 plays, 70 plays. I need 4 plays that score points. 4. If you're not getting any touchdowns, whatever your system is, change it. It shouldn't be all about the players. It is, but it shouldn't be. And if it's all about the players, then why didn't you go get some more players? Because you went and got a quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm.
You went and got a running back. You went and got a receiver. You went and got you went and got a lineman. You went and got 2 defenders up front.
They went and got guys.
It's the transfer portal.
Yeah.
Like, we're in the era now. Go shopping, bro. This is what Nebraska should be in the 4-score business. And by 4-score, I don't mean 2 field goals and 2 touchdowns. I don't. I would settle for that. The 20 points is kind of what they're getting.
Yeah.
And it was good enough in half the games. But if you're consistent at the 20, that's the part that affects Nebraska. Because if they were consistent at the 20, they'd be 4-2. Different deal. Consistency pays. It's in the detail. 24 points, and you're a 4-2 team. Different conversations we're having. We're actually looking at bowl games.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not New York City and Detroit. Like, we're looking, we're looking forward to Northwestern coming to town. I'm not sure that's the case now. I'm not sure. We're all excited. Like, yay! No. Oh boy.
Yeah, the city would be.
It'd be a little different.
A little life to it.
To figure out how to get chunks of yards again. I'm from a school of coaches that will tell you there are 15 spots on the field that you can attack, that you can throw to. 15. There are 11 defenders. 7 of them ain't covering. Say it again. 15 spots to throw. 7 defenders in that space to defend. There is a method to the madness. There's a way to score points. There's a way to move the ball. If you haven't figured it out, then you shouldn't have the job. If you got 15 options and you keep picking the 7 that that don't work, it's you. It's you. Are they that good magically defensively that they keep jumping the 7 spots that they get the 8 right all the time? Is that what we're dealing with?
Northern Illinois? Yeah.
Right. They're getting it right all the time.
Yeah.
24 points from this. If they average 24 points a game, and I mean hit at least 24 points over the next few games, they're going to a bowl. As a matter of fact, they're going to a pretty nice bowl. Because would you make the bet that Iowa doesn't score 24 points against Nebraska?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Would you be surprised if Michigan State didn't?
Mm.
Northwestern should never score 24 points against Nebraska. Then you got to get 1, right? You need to get 1 along the way, right? If you hold Wisconsin to 20 to 21 points, you should win. You should win. If you hold Maryland to 21 points, you had a day.
Yeah. You should, but the thing is, you should win. Would you win with this offense?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, in space, getting playmakers the ball more often, more quickly, and more directly. Like, I need for Billy to catch it, knowing where the ball is going to be so he can prepare a move and get some yards after catch. To give it to Bullock in a place where it's not asking him to catch it in shoe tops because he doesn't do it well. Marcus Washington's out. Okay, now we got to find these young guys. But here's the thing about Coleman and Lloyd now being new guys, right? There's no tape on him. There's no tape on him. And the great Bach, if you're playing corner against me and we line up, what is your greatest fear? What is your when you line up across from me, what is your greatest fear? What's the worst thing that can happen?
You burn me deep.
Burn me deep. If I put 2 speed burners in the game, and I don't care about what I do in the first round because I'm probably going to run. But if I run 3 straight verts on you, full speed, you're going to do one of 2 things. Start believing that all of them are going to be straight verts, or that eventually you're going to have to go away from the all verts because they haven't thrown it to you. That's coaching in its core. Put you under duress and then do the other. That's what I need from these young dudes for 4 scores a game. 70 plays a game, 80 plays a game. Let me see. So they've had Nebraska in 6 games. The running clock plays into it. So some of the numbers have been cut. That they 260 offensive plays, 6 games. So you're not getting the full range of plays. If you're getting 40, let's say 45, 50 plays a game, you still only need 4 scores. Some programs don't have a problem with getting those 4 scores.
Mm-hmm.
Colorado's getting 6. Michigan's getting 7. Ohio State's getting 6. USC's getting 6. Nebraska. Come on, man. There are 12 touchdowns in 253 plays. There's the number. If we're going to get 40, okay. I need to score in a large portion of these. I need to score once every 8 plays instead of once every 12 plays or 13 plays. Okay.
Let me ask you this because it's kind of topical because I don't know if you heard James Franklin, the reporter, question this week about running deep routes and how James Franklin told me he was speaking Japanese.
Yeah.
But, within that thought, I do think at times a deep route, if it's 3rd and long or you're just not getting anything going, and it's not a no matter what. That's where the reporter had the problem of saying no matter what. If it's covered, even flea flickers, you don't throw deep. If it's covered, then you're not gonna throw it no matter what. But I think that those can be for an offense that doesn't get a lot going. A deep shot's a good idea for me because one, you can if you throw it deep enough, it's virtually a punt, which you're going to do the next play anyway. 2, I don't think this is recognized enough. There's a good chance for defensive pass interference, and that can get you some yards and move up. And then, of course, the other result is perhaps maybe you catch it, and then most likely is that it's a deep incompletion and you punt the next play.
So let's go through those 4 things. So the first one is what? The first option there.
I don't remember which order I said it, but
give me one of the 4.
Yeah, you complete it deep. It's not as likely, but it's a shot.
You're shooting at 28% efficiency in balls beyond 20 yards. So 1 out of 4.
Yeah. Though keep in mind, you're a struggling offense that only scores 19 points a game. Maybe worth a shot.
Well, one, they're not scared of that anyway. They're not scared of that anyway.
Yeah.
You don't have anybody that runs by me, so what do I care? Throw it long. I don't care. I got a better shot than you do.
Yeah.
And if I pick it off, the fans go crazy because it shows the stat that exists that we didn't have a plan for it. We didn't have a plan for it. 1 in 32 plays, deep balls, are pass interference calls. If you get 1 per game, okay. You're probably not. You probably get 1 every 3 games. But okay. And the interception is a momentum switch. You're giving the ball away.
Mm-hmm.
You're giving the ball away. So, again, if there are 15 spots on the field, your biggest fear is me just running a straight vert and burning you. You're going to take that away. You're going to back off. That's the one thing you're going to take care of first. That's rule 1. Don't get beat deep.
So it's easier to say, hey, just have your fastest guy run down field than, okay, there's the opponent that's going to be
but your fastest guy is running against probably their fastest guy, and he's got a 7-yard gap. you have to catch the ball. He only has to knock it down or let it fall and hit turf. It wasn't that simple. Like I laughed when I heard the question. I laughed because I was like, oh my goodness gracious, get him. Get him. Get him. Stop playing Xbox, bro. It's not that kind of party.
Yeah.
Skill is required. Having elite. I mean, again, Tyreek Hill's rare, and he doesn't do it all the time. I mean, how many people are running as fast as he is?
Right. Yeah.
And he can't do it all the time. So what are you thinking? Like, no, that's not how I'm more inclined and more likely to beat you on a quick slant than I am on a vert. The slant percentage goes up. The only way to take away the slant is with defensive help or a dirty window for the quarterback to throw through. Defensive backs, you need to concede the slant. And if you're not conceding it, it's disrespectful. Like, that means you're just better than the guy that you're playing against. Hitch routes. Again, I can push you off. And as long as I trust my quarterback to put the ball in a place where I know it's going to be, and he knows where I'm going to be, that one you can shoot at 50, 55%. Wide receiver screens, because there's the likelihood that a defender can get there. Now, the question is what happens with the blocking and whether you can make positive yards from it. But it is the most completable throw. And the easiest throw for me to make as a quarterback is a tight end in a window, open window, 6 yards away from me. Quick throw, pressure doesn't have time to get there. It's a clean window because, well, quite frankly, it's right in front of me. Between the hash marks, it's the shortest throws. The ball's in the air at least amount of time. And I'm getting a big guy catching it against a smaller guy, a guy smaller than him, except for the NFL where the linebackers are monsters. But at college level, pretty much your tight end is going to be bigger than the linebacker. He's going to be taller. He's going to be have more body. Yeah, it's a thing.
So as you watch Nebraska's offense, is there a route combination you think that they don't probably go to enough? Or
slants. All slants is money. Is money. All hitches is money. Mesh combos, but that's assuming that you get the time. Their mesh combos, which is them, they've got a couple where they send receivers crossing from different sides of the field. The only problem with that is that it requires patience and accuracy, because if Harburg throws it high, that's where a tip drill becomes a pick. So you want him to miss low, which is not exactly his forte, right? But it also holds the defender in a space that Harburg takes advantage of when he pulls the ball down and run. So I don't want to run the mesh concepts. I want to run post curl outside, because it'll hold a safety and keep the corner outside. A linebacker has to be aware of it. I can run the same thing on the backside, and then it's me and a linebacker that is going to guess where Harburg's going to go, and Harburg can beat him. I don't want to make traffic for Harburg in a space that he's productive. I don't want to bring extra defenders in the passing game to that window, and I certainly don't want to bring more tacklers to that space in the window. I want to clear that space so that Harburg has an opportunity to go 80 yards and bang his head on the goalpost. That's what happens if I run man coverage versus zone. That's another thing that comes in play. What are you willing to do? If you think your defensive backs are better than Nebraska's receiver, that man coverage allows you to do that, except man coverage means Harburg's going to see, the moment he sees the name and number on the back of the jersey, he's taking off. It's party time. Zone at least keeps him in the yard. He can run for 6, but it keeps him in the yard. Depends on who you're playing and what they feel like their matchups are. The more difficult thing is when it's Borkacher and Fedoni together, because you get two big guys who can feign blocking, rub, curl behind them into space, and it gives Harburg a chance to do this, and it also makes the running game better. So it just depends on who it is and what it is. Again, 4 scores. If you watch tonight's games and tomorrow's games, you'll be able to identify the number of scores that a team should be able to put on the field, put on the scoreboard. And if they can't, why can't they? Iowa, it's just they don't have the vertical stretch. That's what if I only have to defend 12 yards, I got 11 people for 12 yards. I'm pretty good. If I have to defend 40 yards with that 11, I'm stretching them all thin, and I'm putting a burden on the folks up front who are the foundation. So matchups, count the scores. The points will tell you one thing, the scores will tell you another. All right, well, we'll take a break and we'll stay on the text line. We got some good stuff to read. We'll get up into it. This is Old School. Jake Bachhoff and DP. We'll be right back.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. This week, they're having a one-day sale on Friday, October 13th. For Friday only, enjoy USDA Choice Boneless Rump Roast for just $3.99 per pound. Limit 10 pounds. All-natural St. Louis-style spare ribs for $1.99 per pound, plus more in-store specials. That's all this Friday for the one-day sale at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Are you tired of living in pain? It's time to take control. At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, we're your one-stop shop for expert care in Lincoln. From broken bones to complex reconstruction, our skilled team will help you get back on track. Visit prairieortho.com today and discover why we're the trusted choice for thousands of patients. Don't let pain hold you back. Take the first step towards a better pain-free life with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Call 402-489-4700.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and man, of the October incentives get better. You won't want to miss this. Happening right now at Koppel, you have 0% financing or $6,500 off MSRP on select new half-ton crew cab pickups. Yes, you heard right. Happening right now until the end of the month. 0% financing or $6,500 off sticker price. Those incentives are the best we've seen this entire year. Hurry on in while supplies last. Just take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street or check us out online at KoppelCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All offers include trade-in bonus and with approved credit.
Allo is turning 20 this year, and we plan to celebrate all year long. Since 2003, Allo has vowed to put customers first and deliver a drastically different experience. No matter where you live, work, or play, we believe you deserve an affordable, secure, and reliable connection. We're proud to have served our businesses and residents with seriously fast fiber optic service for 2 decades. Thank you for trusting Allo as your local internet, phone, and TV provider. Follow us on social media to know about the 20th anniversary celebrations in all our Allo communities.
It's week 8 of the high school football season, and we have a good one for you guys tonight on 93.7 The Ticket. Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. Join me and Jay Foreman tonight from Millard South High School as we bring you number 1 Omaha West Side versus number 2 Millard South. Both teams are currently 7-0 in 2023, and while West Side leans on experience, Millard South hopes their talented sophomore class can knock off the defending champs. Kickoff is slated for 7 p.m. with pregame coverage starting at 6:40 p.m. Don't miss number 1 West Side versus number 2 Millard South tonight on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Problem gambling can destroy an individual's finances, relationships, physical, and mental health. If you are a loved one or struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Repeat after me. I will not touch the fuse box.
I will probably not touch the fuse box.
Sip, do you remember what happened last time?
Yeah, I remember.
What happened?
Half of the city block lost power.
And?
My chicken condo went haywire.
That's right. The chickens ran wild. So what do we do instead?
Call Joe at Ambition Electric and let him handle everything. Look, saved on speed dial.
Ambition Electric, 402-217-3415 or online at ambitionelectric.com. Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Sunday morning. It's quiet, not in a weird, too quiet way. Calm, peaceful, tranquil. You pour yourself that cup of coffee, you slice yourself a hearty chunk of one of Beatrice Bakery's breakfast breads. Now, maybe you're an apple streusel guy. Nothing wrong with that. I can respect that. Personally, I'm a turtle nut man. Something about those pecans. But the real ones know, don't sleep on that date nut bread. Sweet, but not too sweet. Nutty, not overly. The perfect morning treat. Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
It's football season in Nebraska, and that means coaches are busy making game plans. I'm Eric Hagan with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no two opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, we understand no two cases are the same. Whether facing a DUI, criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. Liberty Law's relentless trial attorneys serve all of Nebraska. To learn more, visit libertylawnebraska.com. That's libertylawnebraska.com.
Houses? They're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, proactive service. We call that potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's home service ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Old School. And again, I appreciate you guys allowing me to balance voice my way through this thing. Because I'm trying not to yell. And again, I got a little vocal cord strain happening. And it works. There are times when, my body just tells me, okay, you haven't had a day off in a while, bruh. Shut it down. Shut it down. And that's what we're doing. A couple of things from the text line I want to get to them. But Blanket, always insightful and thoughtful. It said this, DP, you have to take into account that Harburg releases the ball below his shoulder pads. And any throw between the hashes is a likely tip ball. That's my point. Is that in clean windows, there are concepts that you can run that are easy throws. They've used Fedoni and Borkature outside from the hash to the numbers to allow step-up windows. But it also, if it's not there and it's covered, if somebody's covering Fedoni in that extra space, that defender is out of the box and allows Harburg to pull it down and take off. Teams are making the choice, play by play, series by series, whether they're going to, Bach and I were just talking about, whether they're going to mark Harburg with a defender to keep him from running the ball, or whether they're going to send that extra defender into the pass concept so they can break that down. It just depends on the team. If you're Michigan and you've got athletes that can handle that work, that handle that, Fedoni, Borkature, Bullock, Kemp work, then yeah, keep somebody in there to keep Harburg in pocket. But if you don't, you have to take the risk. And then you have to be confusing. You have to switch it up. One of these days you spy. The next day you drop into coverage. It depends. And yes, throwing mechanics matter. He's a tall quarterback, but he drops down his throwing mechanics through that window. Now, there are quarterbacks who have that sort of success. But when you watched the Chiefs and Broncos, both of those quarterbacks, that's for a lot of their schemes, throw the ball through that weird shoulder slot, and the balls were being batted. That's what happens. The thing about the Chiefs is that, you don't have Tyreek Hill anymore stretching the vert. You have Travis Kelce, and then teams have to make a decision from play to play, whether they're going to throw the extra defender at Travis Kelce or whether they're going to spy Patrick Mahomes. Can't do both. That's the chess match. That is playing the Kansas City Chiefs. And again, it's a little different. Eric Bieniemy and what he did when you had Tyreek and Kelce and Mahomes, oh my goodness gracious, it was incredible. Bieniemy now has Sam Howell, Thomas, and McLaurin. It's still not the same. So decisions have to be made. And teams will pick the poison and say, okay, Kelsey will beat me for 20 yards. Mahomes will beat me for 12. When do I want to take the chance on either one? That's the scheme and what they have to go through. 007 says this deep ball is made from the running game. The quarterback needs to sell out fakes in the running game to set up the deep ball later. That is where they are lacking, but where Double H is lacking, not selling his fakes. He doesn't create a passing game. Yes, speed is the deep ball. Kansas City hadn't had a decent running game in a long time. Tyreek Speed made the deep ball. Commanders don't have a particularly strong running game. The deep ball comes from McLaurin's speed or Dotson's speed. Great programs in the league, right? The Steelers, the old Steelers, their deep ball came because you had Franco. Facts. But you also had USC track speed on the outside on one side, John Stallworth speed on the other, and Terry Bradshaw or Joe Gilliam and their rocket arms that could throw the ball 55, 65 yards on time and with purpose.
When I think too, like there's a difference, but I mean, just depending what you're talking about for a deep ball. But yes, there is setting up a deep ball with the running game and then taking your shot on a play action or something like that. But what I think the Penn State question and kind of what I was posing to you is more of like a desperation offense. Like you're not getting much out of the running game to begin with, or you're not moving the ball, you're not getting points. And so, you just have to kind of take a desperate shot. And then maybe that was more the conversation that I was having.
Well, that's why they call it taking a shot, because it's not you calling a play. And as a coordinator, I don't want to take a shot. I want to set it up, and I want to know that the likelihood of the play call is successful.
Yeah.
Taking a shot almost says that, well, it's probably not going to happen, but I'm going to try it anyway.
And it doesn't take any sort of brain to think it up. It's just take a shot.
Just take a shot.
Yeah.
Just hope that your guy's better than the other guy. And most times, especially at this level, you're just not better than that guy. You have to set up. You have to, even if it's just a half a step, that play action is in fact that. If I can get a linebacker or a safety to hold for just a beat, that could turn the 50-50 ball into a 75-25 ball, right? If I don't have another safety coming off the top.
Mm-hmm.
It also gives my quarterback wiggle room and mistake room, right? Because if I throw that thing and I get it to the numbers, that safety could get there to the inside of the numbers. He might not, on the pump fake, get to the outside of the numbers, right? That corner may know I've got inside the number help from the safety. He can get there. My dude can get there. He can get to the if they're throwing it to the 20, he can get to the top of the 2. He may not get to the outside of the 0, but that corner down knows I need to take away the inside 0 because I got help. Where that corner gets in trouble is where that safety is not getting to the 2, and that receiver can fade inside or throw it, curl it inside, and he's beat. That's how those are all things, as the texter said, it's all things set up. The reality behind it all is you have to do other things to score points. I need to put you under duress. I need Bach uncomfortable. I need him uncomfortable. If he knows that I can't run by him, all of the routes in front of him, he's going to defend better. You're going to defend everything better if you know that I can't get by you deep or that you have substantial help deep. Oh boy, Bach, he's a man at the corner now, right? Because you throw the hit, you throw anything in front of him, Bach coming up swinging. He coming up swinging. The slant also off the play action, but the play action, it depends on the quarterback. Not every quarterback is good under play action and turning their back to the defenders. That's why most teams have gone to the shotgun. They want the quarterback to get his eyes up to read what he thought he saw. And it's an advantage that's helped Tony White because these quarterbacks look up and they see what looks like a 3-3-5. That's what it looks like. They kind of think, okay, I got 3-man pressure. I got 3 dropping in cover. I probably got man covers outside and trips. I got, cover 3 in the back. Okay, but then it walks up to a 52, and oh my goodness, all those open spaces I thought I had don't exist anymore. And I've got a defender coming from pressure that I didn't account for. And I don't have time now. I don't have time. Because they're bringing 6 and I got 5. Now, is it the outside guy that's going to get home? Is it a guy up the middle that's going to get home? I don't know. I think I called a pass pro that at least allows me to protect the inside shell and that to make whoever the free defender to run the longest route. There's a big difference in if that's a stunt and it's a defensive tackle who runs a 5-1 or if it's a corner blitz and the dude's coming and he's running a 4-4-4. He's going to get there quicker. That's just how it works. Knowing what people are doing makes it easier to defend. When you don't know what they're doing, it makes it tougher to defend and tougher to attack. The deep ball is a matter of talent, skill, and the perfect blend of several things. It is not take a shot football. Take a shot football, to me, that's you running the dive because you just don't know what other play to run. Have you set it up? Do you have a win? Is Ben Scott winning over the nose tackle? Are you doubling at the point of attack? Are you sending a third blocker in the fullback? Are you bringing a tight end in motion to give me an extra blocker in there? Okay, even then, taking a shot on the dive is not really taking a shot. You're adding numbers, and you have an advantage. Then you just have to execute. And through all of this stuff, you still have to execute. Like, it's nice in theory, but no, don't do it. And I'm a receivers coach. Like, I believe I can get routes on anybody. It's not true, but it's my thinking. It's my thinking. It's my belief. We'll throw it a break. We'll close out Old School when we come back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through October 17th are prepackaged brisket for just $4.99 per pound. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, stop by the grand opening of the 30th and Yankee Hill location on October 14th and 15th and spend $100 in-store and receive a free cooler of certified Piedmontese beef. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Are you tired of living in pain? It's time to take control. At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, we're your one-stop shop for expert care in Lincoln. From broken bones to complex reconstruction, our skilled team will help you get back on track. Visit prairieortho.com today and discover why we're the trusted choice for thousands of patients. Don't let pain hold you back. Take the first step towards a better, pain-free life with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Call 402-489-4700.
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
Agriculture is the economic engine of the Midwest. At Acres Equipment, we dedicate ourselves to making that engine run smoothly. We supply our farmers and ranchers with quality John Deere equipment, parts, and service. We also deliver the most advanced technology and precision ag strategies to help them farm today and for the future. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
Attention all Wings fans! 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings. Fall has arrived, and it's the perfect weather for the DIY market to listen to the game while building a deck. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and Decorators composite decking. They offer advice from real deck professionals to give you proper guidance and to make your project go smoothly. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671 or go online to deckcityne.com.
Problem gambling can destroy an individual's finances, relationships, physical, and mental health. If you are a loved one or struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see a chance of showers throughout the day. It'll be breezy as well. The afternoon high should be around 56. Tonight we'll see a slight chance of showers and more wind. We'll see a low of around 45. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers throughout the day. Otherwise, mainly cloudy and breezy with a high of 54. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 92.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Old school on Friday again. Congratulations, you made it through your week, and you get to. It is kind of weird because Major League Baseball, the series have been determined. No games till Sunday, and only one game on Sunday. So we're at that point. But there'll be playoff games every night, but there'll be one game every night. And I'm a member of the fan club that says this. I would like to petition the crowd so that we don't have to watch these two next league championship series, and we can just move on to the Astros and Phillies playing in the World Series. I have zero desire. Zero, the number zero, desire to watch the Arizona Diamondbacks in a World Series again.
Mm-hmm.
Zero. None.
I think they had a rather memorable one. Was it the Yankees and Diamondbacks?
That was it.
Years ago.
That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, that's
I'm
enough
done.
for you.
You got yours. Done. Done. The same can be said for the Texas Rangers.
Mm.
I have zero desire to watch a World Series that includes the Texas Rangers. I don't want to do it. I don't. Astro fans, I understand. Rangers fans, I don't want to understand. It's a great ballpark. It's a great ballpark. Maybe the best food in all of Major League Baseball. That ballpark at Arlington has the best food. They gave me a chili dog that was the size of a baseball bat. And they give you a big container to hold a big box. This thing looked like a coffin. This thing was huge.
It cost like $25 or something?
It was 20.
Yeah.
It's a baseball bat size.
Yeah. You're not exaggerating.
Oh, no. I've got pictures. And then they gave you nachos that were in a bucket. It was a bucket of nachos. You know how you get your beer and there's like 8 beers in the bucket?
It's that type of
Except
bucket.
for it's nachos. It's nachos. They have the best food of every place, and that includes Yankee Stadium. Because Yankee Stadium gets in the conversation simply for hot dogs. And I mean all the hot dogs, whether it's hot dogs in the stadium or outside the stadium. New York City has the best hot dogs. Like, there's no, like, I'm sorry. Like, no, there's no. Minute Maid Park has the best food experience because it's set up. Minute Maid, when you walk into the stadium, you're right behind home plate. And it's a fair walk around all the way around the park. And it's at street level, so you're not climbing up until you need to go upstairs. But the upstairs is easy to get to. But Bach, it's set up so that you cannot, as a fan of going to a game, you cannot go 10 paces without a different food and or beverage option. 10 paces, bruh. 10 paces. You can go 10 paces and get tacos and tequila. And then you go another 10 paces and it's burgers and beer. And another 10 paces. I mean, it's different. It's not like two of the different things and they're just spread out.
Yeah.
Nope. You want protein bowls, 10 paces. You want salad, 10 paces. You want tequila, you want beer, you want smoothies, you want whatever you want.
That sounds weird. Yeah, I prefer a park that just has Valentino's or Runza. That's it.
This is why I bang my head here. This is why it's 100% why I bang my head here. Because I mean, listen, going to an Astros game, first of all, I mean, mariachi band, thanks, I'm in, right? But every step of the way, you're just bombarded with it's like walking the streets of New York City. It's just food consumption at a high volume. And they're just, I'm not sure. I need to have a competition. So the best part about the Astros and Rangers playing each other, first of all, the fans really don't like each other. Like, they really don't like each other. But the battle of tequilas and tacos at this series between those two stadiums, have mercy, Bach.
Oh, man.
Oh, listen. The best jalapenos.
Tequila, a good idea for anybody.
Listen, Bach, I'm just letting you know that those fans wanted the series to go 7 games just for the food and the tequila. I'm just going to say they don't like each other. Ahman Green is here. He's going to take us through from 6 until 6:40. Nick Sainert, Jay Foreman will pick it up and give you the coverage for tonight's football game. Bach, thank you, kind sir. Ben's going to run the board, but the Hall of Famer Ahman Green is going to get you for 40 minutes and get you ready for your sports weekend. I'm DP. He's Bach. See ya.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
It's week 8 of the high school football season, and we have a good one for you guys tonight on 93.7 The Ticket. Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. Join me and Jay Foreman tonight from Millard South High School as we bring you number 1 Omaha West Side versus number 2 Millard South. Both teams are currently 7-0 in 2023, and while West Side leans on experience, Millard South hopes their talented sophomore class can knock off the defending champs. Kickoff is slated for 7 p.m. with pregame coverage starting at 6:40 p.m. Don't miss number 1 West Side versus number